Welcome back to the channel, Shoe Fanatics. We got the latest and greatest release from Jordan Brand, Jordan 1, University Blue Toe. Thank you for joining me. Until the next one, I have been Jay Shoe Fanatic, and I'm out of here. They're gone? They're gone? Okay, they're gone. What's going on, Shoe Fanatics? Hopefully the sneaker YouTuber's dead crowd is gone and buried, and they're out of here, moving on to the next thing. And now we who love the shoe can actually talk about the shoe. We have a little bit of an early look, except you probably saw this 6 months ago, but listen, they're new to me, and hopefully you tuned in to get my opinion, so let's talk about it. As usual, we have a special box. I've been saying all 2023, we've been getting these special boxes with the Air Jordan 1, and I'm a fan, I'm a sucker for a nice blue box. Even though I got these drop front cases, I still have my boxes off-site somewhere. I love it, and here we go, University Blue box. Size tag reads Air Jordan 1 Retro High, University Blue, black and white. And finally, the latest Air Jordan 1 to release, and there's a lot to talk about this one, the Air Jordan 1 University Toe. Now, if you're new here, like I always say, first we talk about the shoe, and then we talk about the shoe. As per usual, you have your standard Air Jordan 1 High in the remastered version 2 form. Again, the remastered version 2 form is just basically a way of saying that this is closer to the OG specs that released in 1985 without going overboard, a la the OG highs that we've been getting periodically every year. Radio traction pad in a University Blue colorway, nothing different about that. With a white midsole, same old, same old. And of course, I guess people want to talk about the quality. How's the quality of leather? Because, I mean, everything else is pretty self-explanatory. Black toe cap, black eye stage. You have the University Blue collar, University Blue heel, black swoosh, white midsection here, and of course, University Blue toe. Again, leather, material quality-wise, it's nice. It's pretty okay. Nothing super crazy. I know you guys love the shattered backboard quality and so on and so forth. This is not that, but it's still nice, right? And at some point, maybe we should kind of stray away from talking about material quality and really focus on how the shoe looks. But I will say, I will give a little disclaimer that sometimes material quality can matter because, just for example, just a little bit of tumbleness in the toe can make the shoe look aesthetically better. And again, that is attributed to the material quality. So I'll bite my tongue a little bit. And again, that material quality is pretty much attributed to one of two things. Either the amount of thickness of leather that's on the shoe or the amount of polyurethane coating sprayed on the shoe. So typically, the more leather, the stiffer. And in addition to that, the more polyurethane coating sprayed on it is probably going to be how much stiffer the leather is too. But continuing on describing the shoe, you have a black nylon tongue with a black and University Blue Nike Air tag. I got all this ambiance in here, so it's a little dark, but there's a black insole with a University Blue Nike Air logo on the inside. The shoe does come standard with a black lace unlaced, and of course the Move to Zero initiative box to get those carbon emissions reduced, and there's a spare pair of laces with that University Blue colorway in it. So let's talk about the shoe because that's pretty much it. If you've seen one Jordan 1 review, you've seen them all basically. And like I said, this thing has been out in the wild for like 6 months or something. So I mean, these early reviews are getting out of hand, and to the point where you can't really tell if what you're seeing is an authentic release or a fake. But I know a lot of people don't even care about that. They kind of just want to see how the colorway looks, how it's going to fit on foot, and I get you. I understand. This channel, we do authentics only. And so if I have to wait to get a shoe, if it's late by YouTube metrics, it is what it is, but this is how I kind of rock and roll. Now the shoe. This shoe is confusing to me to say the least. Kind of, but not really. I had a conversation with my brothers Lex and Mr. Unloved Ones on our show GEEKS Soul, and I said pretty boldly that this was going to be the litmus test. Every Jordan, outside of collabs, outside of anything hype, was probably going to sit in the year 2023, with maybe the exception of this particular shoe. Now, the reason why I felt this way is because when both the Lucky Green and the Taxis dropped to less than stellar results, as it were, I kind of had a feeling that the UNC Toe might be the same. And don't get me wrong, all three, phenomenal, fantastic shoes. The problem is I hadn't been watching the market since around 2020, and the price of Jordan 1s, especially ones that look like this, used to be through the roof. But thankfully, because shoes should be accessible to everybody, the value of these shoes is pretty low. And again, that has nothing to do with the actual goodness or quality of the shoe. It has more to do with the hype of the shoes being low and not really moving the needle as far as the average consumer is concerned. And again, that's really a great thing. I mean, what a time to be alive. With that being said, we come back to the focal point of this shoe and why this shoe may have been the outlier. And of course, it's that UNC, that University of North Carolina colorway that people love. And don't get me wrong, I'm a sucker for it too. There's just something about that blue. It's not just the wavelength of blue, because if you'll notice, there's not a lot of blue actually found in nature. I mean, the sky is blue, the water is blue, but again, that's just reflection of the wavelengths of blue and from the light beams. What actually happens is you don't see a lot of blue mammals. You don't see that many blue birds and that many blue fishes or that many blue plants. I mean, blue is not really found in nature. It's almost kind of rare. And so our eyes are attracted to blue in a certain way. Couple that with the NCAA championship game, which was kind of Mike's coming out party, UNC holds a special place in all our hearts, not just physiologically. And Jordan Brand knows that. And so they're going to sell us UNC until the cows come home, to the point where they don't even have to have consistency across their UNC palettes. The University Blue Toe, the UNC Obsidian, which we'll talk about in a minute too. University Blue, University Blue, University Blue, University Blue, University Blue, University Blue, University Blue. Now, the truth of the matter is, Jordan Brand doesn't actually call all of these shoes University Blue, and I'm sure there's some forgetting. Some of these are University Blue, some of them are dark powder blue, some of them are powder blue. Whatever the situation is, I mean, we all tend to call these all UNC colorways. And to be honest, I'm not even sure if Jordan Brand markets them as UNCs, but we call them UNC Chicago Fearless, UNC Chicago Women's, UNC Toe, UNC Obsidian, UNC Highs, UNC 4, 5, 6, and 6. I mean, and I'm sure there's some I don't have or I'm forgetting in my collection somewhere. But either way, we keep calling these UNCs and we keep buying them all the time. So basically what you should ask yourself is, do I need to have the UNC Toe? Well, let's think about that for a minute. Let's take a look at these shoes side by side. Obviously, you're gonna notice some fundamental differences. You have a white tongue here with a black tongue here. You have a UNC color blocking with a Obsidian toe versus a black toe. University Blue on the toe cap with the white or sail colorway on the toe cap with this one. But to be honest, if you have this shoe, I don't see the need to run out and buy this shoe. I know a lot of people are gonna want this particular shoe because this one is so hard to obtain. UNC colorways for most of the silhouettes are higher in price than their non-UNC counterparts, even more so than OG colorways a lot of the time. Case in point, I believe this shoe is higher on the aftermarket than the actual Carmine this is based off of. So realistically, if you're a collector like I am and you love to have UNC, or you love to build your collection, yes, the UNC Toe is a great shoe to have in tow. No pun intended. But practically speaking, if you have all those other colorways I showed you, you can probably do without this one. But then again, if you don't have any of the UNC colorways I showed you, you should probably pick this one up. All that being said, releasing for a price of $180 on July 22nd, the UNC Toe is a nice shoe, pretty good. I'm glad to have it, so don't get me wrong. But listen, I mean, either be like me or don't be like me, all right? Because this is a sickness, this is a disease, and I'm fully infected with it. But as per usual, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys some lace swap options, pretty much probably just the laces it came with. I don't see me doing much more than that. And I'm gonna give you this on foot, right? So do me a favor, let me know down in the comments how you feel about having this shoe as a part of your collection with all these other great UNC colorways, or do you think I can skip it, pass it? Just let me know what you're gonna do. I appreciate you guys. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and until the next one, I have been Jay Shoe Fanatic, and I'm out of here. A lot of snow. Oh, the original cut. There it absolutely is. I might like it better than the 2020 version. So, right? And I had to have